Institute for Creative Arts launches Africa's greatest performance art festival, the International ICA Live Art Festival, this spring from the 1st to the 16th of September. Returning to Cape Town, it's set to showcase a gathering of some of the most influential artists from across the continent and, of course, around the world. Now, this fair deals with some of the serious challenges facing society and aims to help free their minds to understand the world in its new and different ways. The co-curator of the ICA Live Art Festival, Nkule Mabaso, joins us now from our Seaporn studios in Cape Town to share more. A very good morning to you, Nkule. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's now talk about the art festival itself. What is it all about? What are its origins and where was it founded?
The ICA Live Arts Festival is now 4 years. It's from the University of Cape Town Institute for Creative Arts. And this is the fourth iteration of the festival. And this year is again going to be very exciting and bringing together local and international performers in a range of like 40 performances over the 16-day period. The performances are all once off and attendance is free of charge. And since there's limited seating and spaces, we encourage all interested people to book in advance on the ICA website, where the program is also available. In terms of the opening events, because it starts on the Saturday, it begins in the evening, and we'll start off with a very meditative performance by Sathembile Msezane, followed by another very critical and engaging presentation by a veteran performance artist, Albert Khoza, and the evening will end off with a performance by the queer activists Faka, who will be presenting some live music from their debut album, Cotton's Revenge.
Well, Nkule, I've mentioned that different artists from the different countries will be showcasing at the fair as well.
Gemangwa Lehulere and the architect Ilse Wolf, and this will be in Wynberg at the Futurama Cinema. And their presentation will basically be looking at the history of the space from basically its events that happened there in the 70s and to its current function. Yeah.
Okay, I've mentioned in my intro that there will be different artists from the different countries who will be showcasing at the fair as well. How did you come to know of their work, and why did you decide to involve them?
So each year that the festival happens, there's an open call, and then artists are encouraged to submit their work that they would like to be considered for the festival. And then in addition to those, other artists who are already producing very interesting work that is already happening on the international stage are invited then to Cape Town. So it's a combination of two processes where people apply and submit their work, and then the selection committee goes through the submissions, as well as proactively seeking very critical and international performances that would make the program more robust. Yeah.
Now, Nkule, can you highlight some key performances to look out for, if you can, and give us an idea of just how South Africa contributes to cutting-edge art in the global arena?
I mean, the one that I can think of on the 15th of September will be at the Site Smoker with and it's just come from New York, and it's with the sorry, I forget the name.
No, it's fine, you can go on.
With Nastya Mosquito, it's Nastya Mosquito. He's an Angolan artist who's based in the US, and his film has just come from MoMA in New York and will be presented at the Site Smoker in Cape Town again on the 15th of September, and the entrance is free. And then on the opening night, like I mentioned, there'll be the performance of Sathembile Msezane, where her presentation basically is a very meditative a performance that looks at the stories of violence against women, and is a kind of a meditation and trying to bring those narratives to the foreground. And on the Sunday following the opening, there's going to be and a presentation by Gemangwa Lehulere and Ilse Wolf at Futurama Cinema in Wynberg, and their presentation looks at the history of the space from from the 1970s and how it featured sort of in the protests and creates creatively.
All right, Nkule, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. Both disrupting public spaces across the mother city and free for all. The Live Art welcomes an explosion of performances to push the boundaries of audiences and artists alike. That was the co-curator of the ICA Live Art Festival, Nkule Mabaso, sharing more on the festival.